Hey, it's Fayd. So, I was making a video about quick thinking and why I think it's garbage. Uh, and in that video, I was using Life of Rio as an example of somebody who, if they told me that they felt quick thinking was beneficial in a given situation, I would probably not try to argue with them. I might question it and look into it for myself, but most likely they would be correct, right? If he said that, I would be like, okay, it's pretty plausible. But there's a lot of YouTubers that just throw it into every build. Okay, for instance, with Excalibur, Brozon. And I don't think that's like even acceptable because it's such a really bad example and makes people think that it's like a meta mod when it shouldn't be. Like, so the Warframes I can think of off the top of my head where if I saw quick thinking, I wouldn't, to question it too severely, it would be like Banshee, Ember, and probably Mag, I guess, okay? So, and by the way, this is only in like end game or like extended duration stuff, right? I'm not saying, I don't think there's any excuse to use quick thinking outside of like extended duration missions. So as I was saying this, I just cut the recording, right? And I went and I looked up Life of Rio's YouTube channel and I found his Ember video after the rework. He was running quick thinking. So I'm like, okay, that's not surprising because I even said like I could see the use. And then I went and looked at Saren. No quick thinking, right? It's not the end all be all of Warframe survival. You've got like the player that is the most known for pushing the game to its limits on a Warframe that has her own survival utility. There's no quick thinking there because she can survive for herself, right? And he's even saying like Ember doesn't have the the crazy CC and stuff anymore. That's why she's not as survivable as she used to be, right? But it pretty much just exemplifies my point of if a Warframe has any sort of ability that they can spend to get out of trouble, they don't need quick thinking. You just need to not be lazy, and it saves you a mod slot. On top of that, you can, if you're in any content that isn't like a 2-hour-long Mott exterminate, then you can just hop out into your operator, dash away, pop out behind somewhere else, and continue to play the game, right? Like, you still have all your energy and you're in a better situation. If you had just lost your energy instead, then you would have ended up having to run away to, like, either way, right? So you could either just spend your energy to not die, or you could hop into your operator and run away to not die and not have to spend your energy at all. And both of those things are much better than having a mod slot that lets you just be a little lazier, right? Now, disclaimer, I actually hate watching Life of Rio because he doesn't know what the words he speaks actually mean, right? Like, he uses words incorrectly and thinks that they're correct. So, like, a friend of mine, Beast, is always saying things are ergonomic as a meme because he knows that he's using the word incorrectly and he's doing it. It's like irony, right? But Life of Rio does it unironically. He doesn't realize he's using the words incorrectly, and it's just extremely annoying to me to listen to. But I can't say he doesn't play the game well, so that's why I'm using him as an example, right? That's basically all I can say in this video is, like, if you play Warframe even like a little bit on the non-lazy side of things, like, you put any effort into staying alive in this game, you do not need quick thinking in 99% of cases. Put something else there. It'll actually probably be even more fun because you might start to die more often and you'll actually have to play the game better and learn the game a little bit more. Even though this game is incredibly easy, fingers crossed sometime in the future they bring some challenging content and it'll actually require people to get better at the game, right? So yeah, that's really it. Like, and this all started because somebody put, like, they were wondering why I wasn't using quick thinking with the prime flow combo on Garuda, and I'm sitting there like, bruh, what do you mean? She, what, what, what? Like, it does not compute. I literally can't understand the logic behind that. So yeah, I wanted to explain. I had this whole conversation with another friend who's like MR26 got everything, and he was suggesting like all these new players use quick thinking, and saying it was like a great mod, they should get it, or he would give it to them and stuff. And after the conversation, he like actually agreed with me, because I basically said, you know, like, your Warframe in general is going to have something you can spend energy on to stay alive, so why do you need quick thinking? It's going to cost you more energy than your ability will, right? Like, if quick thinking drains all your energy to keep you alive, then how are you going to stay alive after that, right? Like, if it leaves you with 10 energy left, you're just sitting there like, oh shit, I got to drop a pizza, right? So yeah, that's my mini rant. Peace out.